Welcome to It's Been a Week with Dave Stripling, and boy has it been a week. We have a great show for you tonight. Adam Peavy is here to talk about his new TikTok game show sensation, the Turtle Talk Games. Our own Jackson Hubbard will debut his new segment, Behind the Blue Horseshoe, and we'll have a pulse on the finger with correspondent Amy Chalky. But first, this week's headlines. For those of you who were on spring break and weren't paying attention, which may be most of you, Russia has invaded Ukraine. Or to put it in a way some here on campus will relate to, this is why Tyler's dad was so unchill last week about all the extra snacks she put on his gas card for the way back from Florida. Wasn't all the beer or the extra frozen ice cream treats, you know, the really cool milkshakes you can only get at certain gas stations. It was the over $4 a gallon gas. And the fact that you all went in Trevor's brodozer. Shouldn't have took the brodozer, bruh. Scotty's mom totally wanted to spot us her Prius V, but we couldn't fly the flags on the Prius V. There's no pole holders. We could totally fix that, bro. Of course, our own inconveniences pale in comparison to what those in Ukraine are going through, where over 3 million people have had to flee their homes and belongings to evade brutal and often indiscriminate Russian bombing and shelling. But understandably, it's hard to relate to that here, where the only time we're forced from our homes is usually winter break when the dorms close. But some of you might relate to this guy, a Russian who chained himself to a McDonald's after McDonald's Corp decided to close its doors to pressure Russians and Putin to stop the invasion. I know you don't speak Russian, but what he's saying was, they fed us this food for 30 years and now they are leaving us. The sanctions are depriving me of the food that I've eaten all my life. Okay, buddy, that's heartbreaking, but something tells me that this protester is on the wrong side of quite a few battles here. I'd say his heart's in the right place, but it isn't actually. It's enlarging itself at a McDonald's. A Mississippi assistant principal was put on administrative leave for reading a book to second graders that school officials deemed inappropriate. The book was a tawdry children's affair called I Need a New Butt. It's a real book written by Don McMillan and illustrated by Ross Kenyard. Now, Assistant Principal Toby Price read the book to his class of second graders, and just 15 minutes after the reading, Mr. Price was called into the main office of Gary Road Elementary School in Hinds County, Mississippi, and it is reported he does, in fact, need a new butt.
A letter from Superintendent Delisha Martin cites unnecessary embarrassment, a lack of professionalism, and impaired judgment on Price's part.
I was very upset. I'm not going to lie. I did what I could to dry my face up.
The Hinds County School District tells 12 News over the phone that they can't comment due to pending litigation.
The book is available on Hinds County's own ebook program for students.
Joel Dillard is representing the former Hinds County assistant principal.
There is a problem in the state in particular with respecting the rights of teachers to speak out.
Now come on, Mississippi. Is this book really that bad? Look how innocent this is.
I need a new butt. Mine's got a crack. And see, in the mirror, there's a crack in the back. Oh, goodness. You haven't noticed that before. Did I do it on the slide? Or on the banister inside? Woo! Sliding down the banister. Or when I jumped my BMX. Or with the fart. That happened next.
Love how they showed the fart. And you know how strict YouTube is with restrictions and liability surrounding children, but here's a kid reading it on YouTube.
Wait, what's that I hear? This is outrageous. Are butt cracks contagious? Dad, your butt crack is showing.
Adorable. Look, I get it. Some things are, in fact, inappropriate for children. But seriously, I have a third grader and a kindergartner, and believe me, all they talk about is butts and poop. They're obsessed with it. Here's a little song they made up. They sing it all the time. It's actually their official theme song. It's not something filthy. It's just funny to them. And it's just about all they've done in life so far. It isn't like they can write observational humor about their midlife crises. Plus, Mississippi, did you really need to bring more attention to the South's whole banned books thing? I say, bring Principal Toby Price up here to Tennessee, to Rutherford County for an interview. We promise we won't fire you here. No, not over something so silly and non-controversial as a book about butts. No, sir. Just don't read the kids' other books that we find inappropriate. You know, books about racial history or social injustice or gender or, you know, things that make certain people around here uncomfortable. I mean, don't get me wrong. Feel free to talk about butts, good sir. Just don't talk about how generations of us treated people like. And in entertainment news, Dolly Parton has been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But she rejected it. The country music icon, Tennessean, and queen of everything awesome said on social media, "I don't feel I've earned that right. I really don't want votes split because of me." Aw. Okay, Dolly, I get that. And that's really nice of you. But we urge you to reconsider. I mean, who do you suppose you'll be taking votes from? Rock legends like A Tribe Called Quest? Or maybe Lionel Richie? Hello? Will the Rock Hall feel so empty without rapper Eminem? None of these people are rock stars either. And frankly, your song Jolene is straight up punk, telling a woman off. You are prettier than me and I don't want you near my man. As is 9 to 5, which basically rewrote workplace laws in America. So while I'm making that argument, Islands in the Stream was written by Rock Hall members the Bee Gees. And why are they even in there? I get that you're technically country and not rock, but are you too country to be in the hallowed halls of rock alongside Jimmy Rogers, Hank Williams, Chet Atkins, Johnny Cash, Elvis, the Everly Brothers, Bill Monroe, Bob Wills, Brenda Lee, Floyd Kramer, Sam Phillips, Sun Records? Come on. All those folks are in both the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Of course, some rock icons like Dee Snider of Twisted Sister and Richie Faulkner of Judas Priest have praised Dolly for declining the nomination. But wait, not so fast, Richie Faulkner of Judas Priest. It's your band that might not make it if Dolly gets the votes, isn't it? Come on, Richie. You're not even an original member. Don't pile on. But seriously, folks, it isn't like enshrining Serena Williams in Cooperstown or putting me in the NFL Hall of Fame. You have earned it, Dolly Parton. Come on, Queen Dolly. Reconsider. All right, socialists. Ladies and gentlemen, my fan club, the Transgender Socialists. Can we get that one? All right, we're going to have more in just a few minutes. Beside the Blue Horseshoe is coming up with Jackson Hubbard. That's going to be next. Followed by our guest, TikTok game show revolutionary and entrepreneur, Adam Peavy. Stick around for more It's Been a Week.
If MTSU had a news comedy show, would you watch it?
Yeah, I would definitely watch it. I think that'd be funny.
What would you hope is on there?
Students like messing around, doing like, not pranks, but you know.
But pranks?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
That's pretty nice. We like that.
Maybe just like campus fails, like maybe like the skateboarders or like things people could relate to from classes or something. I don't know.
All good ideas. We might have to steal those.
What's the show?
It's a comedy news show. It's been a week.
With Dave Stripling.
Yes. It's
Hi,
true.
Dave Stripling.
Do you know if MTSU has a comedy news show?
I don't, honestly. I know we have like news shows, but I don't know if they're comedy related or not.
Well, we do. It's called It's Been a Week with Dave Stripling. You should watch it.
Welcome back to It's Been a Week with Dave Stripling. Tonight, we have a special treat from one of our correspondents, Mr. Jackson Hubbard, who's also our technical director. If you've seen Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis, Jackson has created a local version for MTSU students. Here it is, our new segment, Beside the Blue Horseshoe with Jackson Hubbard.
Hello, people who are bored enough to watch this show and watch me talk to this. What's your name?
My name is Max.
Max. Is it M-A-X, M-A-X-X?
It's M-A-X-X-X-X-X-X-X-X.
Nice. Lovely.
I think like the person who put together my birth certificate fell asleep on the keyboard or something.
Nice.
I've got like 40 X's. I only listed like a couple of them.
Okay. So I'm gonna finish this introduction. Welcome to Beside the Blue Horseshoe, this lovely symbol of our fine institution. I have a question. So if you were president for one day and you could make an executive order and they can never touch it, what would you do?
Every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday.
Seriously, that's it?
That's it. World peace right there.
Well, I mean, it's just the U.S. It's not world stuff. So would you benefit
well, here's
from
the thing about that. So it's going to be like the French Revolution, right?
Okay.
Where like the French saw the American Revolution, was like, hey, can I copy your homework real quick?
Okay.
And then they did the French Revolution, and then that kick-started like revolutions. Everybody was saying "you" to Britain, pretty
Okay.
much, which was amazing. So I'm thinking, if we were to do something like that in the United States, where every day is Taco Tuesday, other countries are going to copy us.
Okay.
And then bam, world peace right there.
Okay. So world peace is diarrhea on Tuesday nights.
When I guess you could say that in a
Okay.
weird way.
Great. How was your Black History Month? It's March 2nd as of we're recording this. I don't know when it'll be released.
It's been pretty uneventful, pretty much.
Whoa.
Nothing really going on at home or like sort of on campus that much either. Yeah.
So what did you do for Black people during February?
It feels bad to say it out loud, but I didn't really do much of anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's where we are in America. Not doing anything on Black History Month.
It's such a sad sight. Like, you think what I'm doing is bad, which is nothing. So if you think me doing nothing is bad, then imagine all the people. Use me as an example, America. Use me as an example.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, I'm doing jack squat. Don't be me. Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a bad Black this February. I didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any comments on that? You might want to, watch what you say.
I mean, I guess.
You don't want Black Twitter coming for you. So.
No, I don't want Black Twitter.
But you do have to answer. Am I a bad Black, Max?
Man, no, you're not. You're not a bad Black. As weird as that is for me to say, I don't know. I'm starting to, I guess you could say I'm starting to feel a little bit of white guilt, honestly. But it's like, I try not to think about like race in general, you know?
So you don't see color?
I wouldn't go as far as to say I don't see color, but at the same time, it's like, since when has race ever been a defining factor for anybody, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we're all like cars, you know. It's like we all come in different makes, different models, that sort of thing. But we all got an engine in it. We're all good. We're all going places.
Okay. Well, speaking of xenophobia, what did one German say to the other German?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
It means, where's my pretzel? I don't know. It's been years since the last German class I took.
The German word for pretzel in German is pretzel.
I took a German class. It's not pretzel. I took 3 German classes. It's Schlockel.
Schlockel?
Schlockel.
Okay. Well, the answer to the question is I don't know because I don't speak German. Well, that's all for this episode. Thank you for speaking with me, Max, with a lot of X's. You think I'm a bad Black. You're xenophobic. You speak German. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
All right. You can go now.
All right.
Just, litter. I don't know. It's 2022. I can do anything I want.
Great job, Jackson. And now, this.
have a way to approach people. It may be funny, but it might just be awkward. Are we ready? She's on the phone. There's a guy on the phone. There's a lot of people on the phone. Hey, could I ask you a question for BRTV?
Sure.
Would you rather fight a pterodactyl or a shark?
That's hard. I mean, maybe a shark, just because I feel like I might be less likely to die. But also, who knows? Could go either way. So
it's hard to punch in water.
It is. It is.
Do you want to answer a question? Are you sure? Okay. I could just keep talking and it'd just be me. I can answer my own questions. Okay, Amy, would you rather fight a pterodactyl or a shark? A pterodactyl, obviously, because you can't punch in water. And if you were given a weapon, how do you use a weapon in water? That's hard. It's hard. But a pterodactyl, you at least have a chance. And you can dodge a pterodactyl, but how fast can you swim? Because I'm a bad swimmer, so I would die. So the answer is pterodactyl. There is a correct answer. Would you rather fight a pterodactyl or a shark?
A pterodactyl. Because I can't swim. Girl, I'll drown.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say a pterodactyl too, y'all.
Yeah, like I take a bat and just hit it, like, or a brick or whatever.
A brick? A brick is a good weapon.
Oh yeah.
You can't hit a shark with a brick, can you? No.
Well, you can, but it won't hurt.
It's gonna, as soon as it take me down, I'm dying in the ocean.
Right. I just said, you know what? Let me just breathe in.
Yeah, I mean, I would obviously go with the pterodactyl at this point. After much consideration, the pterodactyl, just because its wings are pretty fragile.
Pterodactyl.
Do you have any reasoning?
I don't like the water. I hate the ocean, so.
Me too! Would you rather fight a pterodactyl or a shark?
You get the phone. Ooh, a pterodactyl or a shark? Are we in water or on land? Like, are we fighting them?
The shark is in water, the pterodactyl is on land. Or in the air. Whatever happens in your mindscape.
I think shark. I just think it would be more fun, because either way, I think I'm gonna die.
Are you a good swimmer?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter against a shark. But I mean, all you gotta do is bop them on the nose, and then they're like, this is too much work, and they leave.
Okay.
I feel like a pterodactyl's angry. Aren't pterodactyls like gigantic too? Like they could just swallow us whole?
It's a gruesome death. I'll agree.
But I'm on the phone with my father.
Oh, did your father want to talk to us?
I'm on hold.
Your father put you on hold? Would you rather fight a pterodactyl or a shark?
Why would I not want to fight a pterodactyl?
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Sharks aren't extinct. Yeah, megalodons are extinct, but sharks aren't extinct. But pterodactyls are. It'd be more fun to fight a bird that can fly and also eat my head off in 0.5 seconds.
This is a new take that I have not heard before. Do you?
1 second, I'm being asked a question if I want to fight a pterodactyl or a shark.
You have a good father. I actually had a new.
He said pterodactyl too.
Perfect.
Pterodactyl.
Welcome back. Our guest tonight is a remarkable student here at MTSU and the lighting guy for our show. He has a new game show that's a huge sensation on TikTok called the Turtle Talk Games. Let's welcome Adam Peavy. So Adam, now, pardon me, I am kind of old. I am 43 years old as of this taping. So explain this to me. This is a game show?
Yes, this is a game show. It is something everyone on TikTok can participate in as long as they enter before the game starts.
Okay. Well, you were telling me in class or earlier, I think, that it's kind of a game show. It's kind of not.
I mean, it's because it's more of like a participatory, like people will get involved with it. They basically follow the account. And it's a game of unfollow me if, so I will say something like unfollow me if you put pepperoni on your pizza or something like that, and then they lose if they fall under the category. So the goal is to just be like the last person standing, but it's not like a whole we don't like bring contestants in and like actually have people live. It's just something like the people participate in.
But it's unfollow me, so the key is that they unfollow you. So instead of to get followers, you're trying to get them to unfollow you.
Yes, essentially. It was kind of just a backwards way to kind of run a TikTok account. See, I had the first account that I had made, I had the idea, it was about a year ago actually, and I didn't think a lot of people would join. It was mainly people from my main account, and I made the account, went to sleep, it had like 300 followers, and I was like, that's fine. And then I woke up and it was like 200,000 followers. I'm like, that's a little less fine. And so So it's just a lot of chaos encompassing, like, I didn't know how to run it, I didn't know what to do, and so it's just been very chaotic is how I describe the game. But yeah, so it kind of just took off, but then
So it was chaotic, but it was successful.
It was chaotic, but yes, successful. The one problem with it is because we private the account once the game starts, that no new people are like seeing the account, and so people will like unfollow when they lose, and sometimes they'll just forget that it exists, and so like the numbers have been like slowly dropping, and it's just like I'm like we're gonna have like one person playing by the end of this. We're gonna by like the season like 10, and there'll be like 2 players, and be like, all right, who's gonna last longer?
So you started with Unfollow Me If, so now this has developed into a bigger thing. This is the Turtle Talk game. So explain this a little bit to this old man.
Well, the Turtle Talk Games was the official like name of the game itself, and it was based on the phrase "Unfollow Me If," but we decided to kind of morph it to be more like, I don't know, like official. So there's like the official like Turtle Talk Games logo. It's just like a TTG is how you like condense it down. And so it's basically like we haven't had any other games other than Follow Me If, but it kind of opens it up to where like if we wanted to do, we've considered doing mini games. Is I'm not the only one who runs it. I do have like other people like the moderators. There are 3 that also help out. But we've considered doing like mini games, so like more subsections. But currently it's literally just Unfollow Me If. It's just like the one like Turtle Talk game that everyone knows is that one.
So you've brought a clip. We're going to play the clip.
Howdy humans, welcome to Season 5 of Turtle Talk Games titled To Be or Not. As some of you may know, for the season we will display 2 answers on the board, and they will light up green if they are to be in the game, and pink if they are not to be in the game. Let's get started. For round 1, our question is, which day of the week would you get rid of? And the 2 answers on the board are Tuesday and Saturday. And they are not to be in the game. Unfollow me if you put Tuesday or Saturday. And congratulations to all of you who put any of the other answers. You have made it to round 2.
Explain what's going on in the clip.
Season 5, so that's basically how the rounds are displayed. So the theme for Season 5 was To Be or Not. So we basically either kept 2 items that were answers that people gave, or we like kicked 2. So it was, depending on how many answers there were, it could be really good or really bad. Because there was one, we had, what's the superior M&Ms? And we only kept 2 of them. There were 14 options. I did not know that there were that many M&Ms when I was looking things up. I did not know there's one called Coffee Nut. I've never heard of it.
Coffee Nut.
Coffee Nut M&Ms. I don't know. But people were really mad because we only kept, I think it was white chocolate and dark chocolate. And they're like, who has those ever? And so we were just, I guess we were really mean with it, but we actually lost everybody in the game. Had to invite people back for a finale after that one.
Well, explain this other clip. It looks really interesting as well. What is in this other clip that you have?
The other clip that I have is actually something that essentially led to the Turtle Talk games. It was something, it was this clip of Don't Test Me. It was this original challenge I did on my main page of Turtle PV. That's Turtle's like my online name. That's kind of how Turtle Talk Games came about. It was basically, if you follow me and I follow you back and you send me TikToks, I will spam you with TikToks in return. Don't test me. And so you can imagine what people then did. They tested me. I got so many DMs. I still have like 24,000 unread messages, but I was starting to do challenges for people to get the follow back, and it sort of just morphed into the Turtle Talk games because people are like, well, you're not going to get that many people you can actually like keep up with doing all these challenges, or people liked the challenges, and I was like, you know what, maybe I could turn this into something else.
So explain to me, like I am an old man, let's just pretend here, how do I get into this game if I want to play? What do I do?
So for this game, we have our main page, which is the Turtle Talk Games. This is on TikTok. There's also an Instagram page, but everything is on TikTok. That's where the game takes place. There are updates on this main page, and through there, we have a link tree in the bio, like on our profile, where when the seasons start, or right before they start, we will have in the link tree a button that says admission. And so you click that and it takes you to a Google form that you fill out with your like email and username and then answering all these questions. Everybody loves all the questions. I try to make them as weird as possible sometimes. Like there's one that's like which is the worst like household pet, and it was just like giraffe, skunk, or like a hippopotamus or something like that. So we try to make them interesting questions, and then based off of answers, you know, but that's how you enter the game. And we've kind of switched how people enter the game, because it used to be like where we didn't have a form, and then we're like, we need a form. And then we used to have it where the form was available until the game started, and we're like, well, we're going to close it and then email people, because it's this complicated process. But you basically fill out an admission form, and then once admission closes, you get sent an email with the name of the account that actually has the game on it, because it's going to be like a private account or something that like is kind of underground, you know, a secret operation, you know,
Sure.
people don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's the one place? Do you have a website, or what's your TikTok account? What's the one place, or where are the socials that we'll put them all on the screen? What all we have to do, we'll do that.
So the page, the TikTok page, is called The Turtle Talk Games. That is officially like the at
TOK?
Yeah, Turtle TOK Games. All one thing, The Turtle Talk Games.
All right.
So yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Peavy. And that's our show, folks. It's been a week with Dave Stripling. We'll leave you with something that we sort of ripped off from The Daily Show, but we made it local, so keep your lawyers off my back, Trevor. It's a play on words on the word Tennessee, an example of us at our best. Here it is, your moment of 10.
I like fancy frilly things, high heel shoes and diamond rings, ragtime bands and western swinging. But